We've seen the traditional pricing mechanisms of the gold and silver fix in London undergo quite a bit of scrutiny this year. In fact, the silver fix was eliminated. Now, our next guest says this could all spill over into platinum. He's the author of The Gold Cartel. Dimitri Speck joins me now from Munich. Dimitri, good to have you back on the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
Now, Dimitri, before we look at your findings in the platinum market, I'd like to get your thoughts on the new system in place for silver, which was jointly put in place by the CME and Thomson Reuters. As we know, the silver fix was eliminated back in August. What are your thoughts on the progress made here?
In my opinion, the core problem with the precious metal manipulation is not only the fixing, but the manipulation of the future market itself. And this will not stop through the changing of the fixing rule. If you look at the fixing, the duration of the fixing takes some time. In platinum, it's about 5 minutes. In gold, it's about 10 minutes. And during this period, the price can be changed because the participants of the fixing change their orders according to the price in the future market. And as long as the future market, as there can be manipulation, I think any improvement of the fixing will not solve entirely the problem.
Okay, Dimitri, so what you're saying is even though there's a brand new system in place, you feel this isn't tackling the manipulation issue?
Exactly. It's an improvement, but it's not solving the core problem.
All right, Dimitri, let's look at the platinum fix now, which you say is also subject to manipulation. What are your findings?
I looked at the platinum fixing in the afternoon. There are two fixing, one in the afternoon, one in the morning hours. And the one in the afternoon, there's a typical down movement, which begins a little bit earlier of the start of the fixing, but I focused on the first 5 minutes after the fixing starts. And there we have about more than 200 occurrences in the time which I examined that the price is dropping compared to rising, despite platinum did rise over these years, more than 10 years. And this is, of course, an anomaly which should not have happened.
Now, if I had to play devil's advocate, Dimitri, I would challenge you and say, well, could there not be another explanation as to why we could see certain price changes in the market? Does it necessarily have to mean it's manipulation?
Theoretically, yes. But the question is there a better explanation than manipulation for this price behavior? Because a fixing should not influence in average the price. And the statistic goes over more than 4,000 cases. That's quite a lot. And we have similar cases in gold and silver, similar anomalies, statistical anomalies. And there have been several attempts to give a better explanation than manipulation. And none of these explanations that I know that appeared in the case of gold and silver could explain, in my opinion, the price behavior during the fixing in gold and silver. And so I guess there will be not a better explanation for the price behavior in platinum as well than manipulation.
Now, Dimitri, usually we hear talk of manipulation and prices being manipulated downwards, but could it also not occur upwards?
Platinum, by the way, has been manipulated up. In the past. And there was also an investigation and punishment. And you can see with my approach, how I do this research, this goes over intraday averages. You can see this manipulation up, which occurred at the end of the closing of the futures market at that time. You can see it there as well. But we are talking now about the manipulation down, which occurred during the fixing.
So, Dimitri, knowing what you found, do you invest in the precious metals?
As an investor, I have a big advantage because through the manipulation downwards, I get time by time the precious metals more cheap than I would get without manipulation. So I think it's a benefit for the investor who is buying. of course, who is holding at that time, it's a disadvantage. But currently, I think the prices are cheaper than without manipulation, so it's a good time to buy.
So, Dimitri, if you truly believe that there's manipulation in the platinum market, what do you think should be the real price of the metal?
This cannot be said, because these precious metals are also being used as store, as value, and not only for consumption purposes. So nobody can say how high would the price be without manipulation, in my opinion.
All right, Dimitri, thanks so much for joining us. Good luck with your research.
Thank you very much.
And thanks for watching On the Spot today. You can email us at newsfeedback@kitco.com.